Little Women is a book-turned movie that follows the four March sisters, specifically Jo March's journey into becoming a published writer while dealing with the pressures of marriage and independence. The second one is the show The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which surrounds the life of Midge Maisel and her journey of becoming a comedian while dealing with her divorce and Jewish family standards. This similarity between the two is that they both have themes that connect to how they aren't accepted in the working world because of their community or culture's beliefs of them being women, which can affect how these characters find their identity. This theme can then relate to the global concept of community, culture, and identity, and the creators of the text use specific techniques to impact their message. In Little Women, the creator uses the character development of Jo to impact the theme, as there was a time in her life where she doesn't want to write stories anymore because she feels lonely, but soon realizes she doesn't want a husband, but needs her family and supportive friends around her as they were separated during that time of loneliness. Although she marries in the future, it is only after she finds her self-worth that she can happily marry someone. This technique is also present in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel because Midge was once your typical housewife, but after her husband cheated on her, she learned that she has a talent for comedy. This use of character development allows readers to understand that at times in life, one needs to become independent to find their true calling, even if it will be painful in the process. Next, in Little Women, the creator uses warm and cold hues in certain scenes to establish a tone such as happy and sad. In scenes where the family is joyous, the creator uses warm hues, and when the March sisters are experiencing trouble in their adult life, the colors have colder blue tones. In Maisel, the creator also uses colors to establish a mood and impact a message, such as using the color blue in a scene where she dances with her soon-to-be ex-husband to create a tone of bittersweet as they move on as married couple, but they both acknowledge their separation in order to become better people in their lives and careers. The utilization of colors in both impact how the audience should view their emotions at certain times, to show how a new culture of independence can be hard for these working women. Lastly, in Little Women, dialogue is used to enhance the message of how people in your community can expect something from you, which can stop you from expressing your true identity. An example would be where Jo refuses Laurie's proposal. Laurie says how everyone expects him to be married like his grandfather, but Jo cannot accept as she doesn't truly love him, even if he is wealthy. This dialogue technique is also used in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, as Midge engages with a wealthy man who was set up by her mother, but soon realizes that she can't remarry him because it could be a setback for her comedy work. Everyone in her community speaks about how she cannot be supported by a husband, but Midge would rather support herself first. This is expressed in a fight with her ex-fiancé. This expectation from their community is a setback for Jo and Midge because they first need to find success in their careers to find true love and then be officially married, and this love can either be writing for Jo and comedy for Midge. All of these techniques impacts the audience understanding of how the characters of Jo and Midge had to find their true identity even through the hardships of their community and culture's expectations and beliefs.